Nothing infuriates me more than watching the New York Mets play baseball. The New York Mets came into 2023 as the highest payroll team in Major League Baseball, having a $364 million payroll. And yet this is a team now that is tied for last place in the National League East, more than 20 games back of first place. In fact, they're below 500. There's no wildcard hope. Heck, there's no hope at all. I'm on antidepressants now watching this team. And at the beginning of the season, I was so excited. I was on a big sugar rush. And now I'm down crying myself to sleep every night as the New York Mets get pummeled. And the funniest thing is, this is a team that won over 100 games last season and made the playoffs. They were arguably one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. Of course, though, they do what the Mets do best. They choke like Mia Khalifa. And when you come to 2023, you had basically the same team. In fact, they went out, added some valuable talents, such as Justin Verlander. What is that? They trade him off at the deadline. And he was one of the good pitchers. I understand trading Max Scherzer off, but then you trade off Justin Verlander. Jeff McNeil is the best player on the team, batting average-wise, and he's batting .259. If you want to be technical, Tommy Pham, who was traded off a few weeks ago, he's still leading the team in batting average with a .268 average. Kodai Senga having a possible Cy Young season for several years in Major League Baseball, only has a .330 ERA, 22 games, he's 9-6. They're wasting him. They are wasting him. He had this kid come see him play the other night. Poor kid, watching a New York Met game. I know he had nightmares that night. A 56-run differential. A negative 56-run differential. No offense, the Mets have no offense. Watching the New York Mets play is kind of like watching paint dry. It's meaningless. It's pointless. The only difference is you don't feel like wanting to jump into a volcano watching paint dry. Daniel Vogelback's still on the team. You cannot have any positivity on the team if Daniel Vogelback is still wearing a New York Met uniform. So I rest my case. There are no positive points to look at the Mets this season. They're horrible, up and down, as Ronnie Mauricio continues to have his talent wasted in AAA. Meanwhile, Brett Baty gets Major League playing time, batting below .240.